So Crookes Community Farm is what we call a permaculture farm, and what that basically means, it's two words which have come together, permanent and agriculture, which means about how you can grow food without man having to constantly keep putting things in like pesticides and fertilizers and things like that. And actually it's become more than just permanent agriculture now, it's become permanent culture. So actually it's a whole way as to how people live their lives. And what we do down here is whenever we have, well, every group we have down, we tell them about what permaculture means and how they can try and make permaculture part of their life. So what it does actually mean is there's three key principles. I mean, it's much more complicated than this, but it boils down to three key principles. The first one is look after the planet, which we all know is pretty much the most important thing for us as a human race to get our heads around at the moment. The second one is accepting that we are people and we do live on this planet, and whether we like it or not, we're never going to look after the planet and not look after the people, because we're the ones who vote for the people who make the decisions. So the second principle is look after the people, and again that's in every type of looking after people. So making sure that there aren't people who just sort of are at the margins of society with nothing. You know, we should hopefully as a human race have evolved beyond allowing people to be in that situation now. So it's just getting into children who come down here how important it is to look after each other and look after people. And then the third one is fair share. So it just basically means don't take more out of the planet than you really need. You know, we're constantly being hit, particularly children, by advertising, and you know, most kids are like my kids, I suspect, you know, constantly wanting that new plastic toy which has been shipped in from China. You know, not only is it made out of plastic, but it's travelled halfway around the world to get there, and then it's been sold for £1. Completely unsustainable, but constantly these kids are being told that's what they need. So actually it's getting them to think, you know, do I really need to have these things, and actually am I having more than I need, because everything they have is something which someone else might not be able to have. And that extends right through to things like making sure we recycle and make the best use. And down here at the farm, for example, most of what we have is all built out of sort of things we've scavenged from different areas. So rather than buying, for example, a £3,000 new lock-up shed, we used the cladding which came off the children's hospital and made our lock-up sheds, and it cost about £100 just for the bolts and things. So it's repurposing things rather than getting new stuff all the time. So they would be the main principles of permaculture.